Welcome back, friends. I think this is part 8. For this one, we're using scrapbook paper, and this will be page 1 in the Traveler's Notebook size, page 2, page 72, and page 73. So I've just cut a piece of 12 by 8 1/4, and then folded in the extra. So this will be getting stitched down. And for the multiple signature bigger book, I cut 8 7/8 by 12, and then from the extra I cut an 1.5 inch strip and just sort of glued it to this very narrow little lip here. And again, this will be stitched down. So let's get started. Now on this front bit, we're going to make a pocket, and I want to make pocket out of fabric. So I have this piece of fabric, and I thought that sort of matched pretty well. I could do something prettier, I suppose. No, I think I'm going to go with the first one. It's hard when you're a pink lover like me to do anything but pink. So I'm just going to add some glue there and just stick it down. So in general, I would like my square, my pocket, to be, let's see. So our page is 4 3/8. So I want it to be about 3.5 by 4 1/8, give or take. I'm gonna need a new blade for my rotary cutter. It keeps skipping. We said 3.5, didn't we? Yeah, I need to switch out that blade. By 4 1/8. I want to stitch around this. Might be nice to have a little trim there. Maybe a little bit of lace. Oh, it's got a big mark on it from tape, I think. I think that's entirely too big anyway. Need something littler. Ooh, this might be fun. Something a little different. Yeah, I like that. I think I'm going to stitch around first. Before I adhere this on. Okay. All right, I'm going to pause. Okay, there's that done. Before I adhere that on, I want to sew this pocket shut, but it needs a little bit of something. So I grabbed some labels from some old spools of thread. I'm just grabbing a scrap of card here. And I don't want to tear these, so I'm putting glue on the card. I need one for the other side, or for the other page. Wouldn't it be something if I had a punch that did this this circle size? You know I don't. Got a couple of smaller ones. Okay. I'm just seeing if that one's too big. Hi, kitty. This one's going to be too small. I have a green one somewhere that might be just the right size. Oh, hi, kitty. Well, I don't know where my green one went. This one's going to be way too big. Yep. I knew it. I just knew it. Oh well. I'll just have to carefully cut around. I would open the window for you, but Daddy's outside making noise. He's doing he's selling his old motorcycle. So he put an ad online and somebody's out there looking at it right now. Okay, away you go. You're in the way. You're going to get your tail cut off, is what's going to happen. No worries, friends. As soon as I put my scissors down, this cat's going for a... Oh. Away, away. Okay. I'm going to place that there. Sort of half on and half off. Okay. Time to do a little stitching. Okay, so I stitched all the way across, top and bottom, to close up these two tuck spots. And I just stitched right down there to sort of embellish those little embellishments. Okay, gonna glue the pocket on the front. Right there. Now, on the back, I want to make another pocket. This time, I'm going to use... I think I'm going to use some of this. Instructions. And just, well, I think I'll just glue it in half to firm it up a bit with my glue stick. I wonder how negotiations are going outside. Just heard the door slam. All right, I got distracted. Doug sold his motorcycle and came in and hollered to let me know what happened, so I shut off the camera, and next thing I know, 3 hours have passed. So the pocket is glued on at the front, and where I left off, I had glued 2 sheets of instruction paper together and folded in half, And in the intervening time, I glued in a couple pieces of coffee dyed note paper, and with a little bit of leftover, had a little bit of leftover scrap paper and my tab punch, I'll put a little tab on there. And now I'm just thinking whether I want to sew it or not. So I will be just gluing 3 sides, leaving this open at the top for a pocket, and this will flip open for extra journaling space. I think I'm not going to sew. So I'm just going to grab some glue, art glitter glue. I actually went for a ride on the big motorcycle this afternoon. That wasn't too bad. I actually mentioned in my first part of my video that my I think I need a new blade for my rotary cutter because there seems to be a gouge out of it or something, because it was missing every so often. Oh, I was thinking about adding this. I don't think that's too much. I was going to say, is that overkill? No, it's not. So we hopped on the bike, and this is my first time on it. And this is a much better, not better, but a much bigger motorcycle than he had. So he was a little nervous about having a passenger. And he did just fine. And I'm alive to tell about it. All right. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, so that is the TN size page. And for the multiple signature ones, instead of putting trim along here, I made this button card by backing an old button card with some reinforcing card stitched around it, and then I chose 5 different red buttons, vintage red buttons, and I'm just pinning it on here with that little clip. Same on the inside, I've got these little spool labels, and for this I used the back of a pattern envelope and then put a couple pieces of coffee dyed paper in there. This little darling was from the front of that particular pattern envelope, and I thought, wouldn't she look cute in there? And I might put her there eventually, but we'll put her there for the time being. Okay, let me clear off the buttons and everything, and we'll get started on the next page. Okay, so this time I've used vintage school composition book kind of paper, and I pulled it right from the center so that you can see the little staples there. It's beautifully colored, and I just cut it down for the size of the journal. So for the TN size, this is page 4 and 5, page 70 and 71. For the multiple signature book, this is signature 1, page 11 and 12, page 13 and 14. So this is going to go right in the center of signature 1. All right, I'll put this aside. Okay, so for this piece, we're going to use something to make a tuck spot. Let me just see what I got in my little goodie box here. So I could use something that looks sort of like fabric. Works for me. And maybe I'll make a little tag to match using this seam binding. Or I could use pink. Pink would oh, that's kind of more of an orangey red pink. Not this neon pink. Yeah, no, that won't work. I'll go with that blue. Okay. So, things are attacking me. So I'm going to cut a piece 4x3-ish. 4x3 sounds good to me. Let me try 4.5x3 first. Yeah, I think that's better. Nope. Oh yeah, I guess that's all right. I was worried that it wasn't wide enough, but it's just fine. Okay, so I want to be stitching this. I will be stitching that. And on page 70, I'm going to make another fabric flip. Let me choose a couple of fabrics here. Oh, there's a couple of pretty ones. I'm going to draw a pencil line because I haven't been getting these very straight. It's not bad when I'm just doing a, a short little cut, but longer cuts have become troublesome for me. We had leftovers for supper tonight. Yesterday was cold, and I was feeling like it was a comfort food kind of day, so I made a stew, a beef stew. And that was nice, and we had lots of leftovers for tonight. And stew always tastes better the second day anyway, doesn't it? I don't like that. It doesn't match. It looked good at arm's length, but when I came up close, This one is definitely crooked. Okay. So I'm just going to tack that down, and I want it a little shorter. And then I will stitch all three things at the same time. Okay, so I've got the sewing done. Just grabbing a scrap of paper so I can do some gluing. I don't know why I didn't do that first, but anyway, so I zigzagged all around the edge of my little pocket. And I'm just going to put glue on the bottom and the right hand side. Okay. Now for this, I cut the top of the tag off to make a tag shape, and used my Stampin' Up! Punch to make the tab. I kind of fussy punched it so that there was roses right there on the front. And I thought I would just add this little munchkin to the front. I was going to put her someplace else, and then I think she belongs on that tag. What do you think, little munchkin? And I did stitch all the way around the tag perimeter as well. Okay. So she can just sort of peek out over the top there. And then the fabric flip here. Oh, I didn't do the other page. I usually do the other page and show you. Oh, shame on me. Okay, I quickly put this one together. So I added this piece of paper measuring tape. I think this came in like some little sewing kit or something, but it's just paper. So I added that as a trim. I thought that was a good color to match with this vintage looking plaid. And for a tag, I have this newspaper advertisement that I've just added to some card. So that's a big journaling card. And here's paper flip, or sorry, the fabric flip. And I just added this little tag here because it talks, it talks about a sale happening there. So I thought, well, that'd be fun to have a sale, regular price and a sale price. Okay, so there's that page done. I think that's all we're going to get done today. I know I said in yesterday's video that we were going to finish today. I don't know why I said that. I thought we had 4 pages left. Not true. We had 8 pages left. So we did 2 today. We'll do 6 more. All right. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.